everyone, GirlMeetsPixels here, and welcome back to Let's Decorate Together, Hydrangea Lane. And I am really excited for this. Last part we did the kitchen and we worked on the kitchen a bit. And honestly, I still think it's really cute. I really like the direction we're going, and I don't know, I'm really loving it, especially like this range hood right here. I love that so much. Right now though, I still feel like it's very, I don't know, boring. I just feel it's very like lackluster. There's not really too much to it. There's not a lot of color. And even though I love my neutrals, I just feel like this home needs to have a little bit more color. So I think we're going to go in and edit the walls and change up the flooring a bit, and then maybe start in either the living room or the dining area. I'm not for sure yet, but I just want to, I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of boring right now. So I feel like we need to mix it up a bit. You feel me? But first, I think we're going to start on flooring, which is one of my favorite things to do, weirdly enough. I know that's really, that's a really weird thing to really enjoy, but I do. I really like going and picking out cute flooring, usually wood flooring. Hardwood flooring is my favorite. So I think that's what we're going to end up using. Mixed or like poured concrete is just not fitting for this house. It's way too modern. And we need something that, you know, obviously fits the home. We have these really, really big boards, big boarded planked wood floors. Not really into those. These ones are a little bit smaller. This is one of my favorites, and I'm going to be quite honest with you guys. It drives me absolutely insane when people put this in their home. I think this is from Ambitions. When people do this, I don't know why, it just drives me absolutely crazy. It's like, not like a pet peeve. I wouldn't say it's a pet peeve because it doesn't like make me mad or anything. It drives like my OCD insane, I guess. The flooring from Ambitions, this one, is actually supposed to be layered. So it's supposed to be a multitude of them. When you do this, as you can see right here, like the woods are different. It cuts off weird and there's like different coloring of it. And that's just not how it was supposed to be. What you're supposed to do is take these planks. There's like a whole set of them. These ones are shorter. I prefer like the longer planks than the short ones, to be quite honest. But you're supposed to take this one right here and then this one. And you're supposed to layer them. See now how let me go back to my cursor. Right here, how it goes up together and like it doesn't cut off and it's not a different color. Like, can we just, do you see the difference? Does that make sense? So when you do this, it just says, nope, that's a nope. But when you do this, you're just supposed to go and layer it. Okay, so I think I'm going to go with this Ambitions flooring. And before we go and do that, I want to first decide on the coloring of it so that when we add it, then it's just, you know, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It just makes sense. So I don't really know. This is the countertop, so we don't want it to be the exact same color as the countertops because then that just looks a little odd, especially because the countertops are, you know, a wood tone, or are actually wood, I guess. So I want to go with something, we could either go a little bit lighter, but I think I might want to go with something darker, which is just me. I love like the dark hardwood floors. I can't help it, I just do. And so I just kind of am thinking we might do that. So maybe something like this. I just don't want it to be too dark in here. Let's see, maybe move that around. Move that there. Let's see, let's check out that. Let me see. Okay, so I came up with this. I think this looks really cool. I really love that. So what you're going to do to put this down, so these are two different ones. These are a mixture of these two. So these are two different ones. I'm going to grab this one, and what you're going to do is actually make just like, it reminds me of like a chessboard or like a checkerboard pattern, and you just want it so like all like just like the little corners touch, and then there's like a little space in between. That's what you want. So I'm going to do that and just bring this all around town. Okay. Them SpongeBob references though. And we're just going to bring this over and just put this, and I'm going to do this all throughout the main floor because like instead of just doing like a tile in here and then a carpet in here, maybe tile or carpet here, I think making it like all like the same hardwood flooring is going to give like unison, and it'll actually make the space feel a little bit bigger instead of having it all broken up with different flooring. So that's just my personal opinion on that. If you want to do different floorings, I say go for it. It's of course however you want it to be, but that's just like a little trick that I use, is that when a space feels really small like this is a pretty small living area space for a main floor, I want it to feel bigger, and so the way I can do that is to make all the flooring the same. So I'm going to double check. Whoops, I pushed the wrong button. I think we got it all. So which one is this? So it's gonna be, so we're gonna grab this one now, this center one, and hold down Shift. I mean, you can go in and click each one, but it's easier just to click Shift or hold Shift and then click. And I really like this flooring. This is gorgeous. This is really, really beautiful. And once we have like more furniture in here and stuff, I think it will look even better. So I really like this. It kind of plays off of the coloring of the shells that we used right here, and I really love that. So I really like this. I'm kind of tempted now to go in and like change the countertops though. Like I don't know if I like it or not. Ugh. Why do I do that to myself? I always do this. I always change my mind on the countertops. Because now I'm kind of thinking it would look really, really awesome with like an awesome stone. Which I know we had discussed in the last part. Let me just check it out. I just gotta, you know, fulfill my curiosity and just see what it would look like. At least. Darken it up a bit. Oh, see, that looks so cool with like a gray. Oh goodness. Okay, I think we might change the countertops. Even though I love the butcher's block, I really do. The countertops just look so cool with like, no, that's too dark, but like a medium gray for like that's cool. Goodness. Okay, if you guys want, you can totally, of course, you can keep the butcher block if you want. For me, I think I'm gonna change it though to a stone. I want to test out a couple different stones though. And I think I want to go with more of like a gray, like a more warm gray. Yeah, like that's nice. Maybe lighten it. I think the gray would look really like contrasted and cool with the gold. Okay, I kind of digging this gray a little bit more. Okay, let me test out one more stone. I'm so sorry, guys, to like change it on you. I wasn't expecting this, but like these floors are gorgeous. I love them. So it's like hard. I'm like, oh, I think I have to. Okay, so it took me literally forever, but I finally found a countertop that I really liked. So I went with this red one right here, this bright orange one, and I used this hex code to change the colors and everything, and that's what I came up with. I really like it. I think it's brighter and it brings in a lot of light, so I think I'm going to go with this. I totally did not mean to go and change the countertops on you guys, but you know, once we did the flooring and stuff, then I was like, oh snap, I think it needs to be changed. So I really like it. Right now it looks really boring, but once we add some colors to the walls, I think it's going to look so much better. So that's what we're going to go do right now, is paint the walls finally. I think it's just, you know, time. It's just time to do it. So I think I'm going to use, I usually like to do ones with baseboards and the little molding at the top. So like there's quite a few different ones that I really like. There's one like this with like the simple border. This one is a little bit fancier. I feel like that's like a little too fancy for what we want. This one's really nice. It's a lot more basic. Let's see. That one's a little bit more intricate. I'm not really into that one as much. But this one right here is my favorite with the little, I don't know what this would be called, but this molding right here with the thingies on it. I really like that, and I just feel like it looks really nice with everything. So I think I'm going to use that in this house. Right here though, for the kitchen, I think I might use something different. And I think we're going to make, we're Or maybe I'll leave the molding in. Maybe. First, real quick, let me just change this color so it doesn't get mixed up. So I'm just gonna change that like really dark real quick. Let it process. Oh, it's like black. Whoops, might be. But then I'm just going to grab that same walling or like the same wall that we were using. If I could find it. Nope. Right here? Nope. Where are you at? Right here. Okay, so then now since we changed the color, when we go to change this, it won't change with this, if that makes sense. But anyway, so for the walls, I want to make kind of like a backsplash and do maybe like a tile or something, just to really give like a lot of depth into the kitchen, make it less boring, and I don't know, I think it would look really cool. So as you can see, since we changed this, it doesn't affect this, because I want that to look different, of course. I want it to be like just painted like regular. I might, I don't know. I might just do it maybe on this wall or something instead of doing like the whole kitchen. I don't know. Let me see. We could also do some bricks, which I think would look really awesome. We don't have to just do tile. I think some masonry or some bricks would look really awesome in here as well. Because we use a lot of bricks on the outside, so I feel like we can bring it on in a little bit. But these ones, I don't want it to be like super red. I might just do maybe more of like a gray or like a white, maybe. Or maybe a red, like darkened up. Nah, it's looking too like Italian kitchen for me. I kind of like the tiles just a little bit more personally. I kind of was actually digging, not this. I don't think I've ever seen this pattern before. I haven't used it. And I know right now like it looks really, really bold, but we could actually go in and really change it up to something a little bit more subtle. So it's not like so overwhelming and crazy looking. Let me just drag this across. And then we'll go from there. Just start with like a blank slate. Although that itself does not look bad, but I want something a little bit more warmer. We need to bring in some warmth into here. Because right now everything's looking a little bland. Let me go back to the all white. Maybe darken this. Oh, no. Or we could bring in some blue. I think blue would look really nice. Okay, so I just kind of played around with the whites, and I didn't actually add in any color like I wanted to, but if you put in this hex code, then it should come up with these colors. It should. If it doesn't, just let me know, and I will fix that in the description bar. But I think this looks really cool. I had to get rid of the side walls just because they were kind of throwing me off just a little bit. But we can add that back in now. And I still am not sure if I want to bring it all the way through or if I should just do it like on that one wall. This is with the one wall. And then this is with it on through all the kitchen. And I'm not going to put it above the fridge because it looks a little odd. For now, I think I'm going to leave it like this. But comment down below, let me know. Should I do the pattern just on this wall, on the stove wall, or should we just put it throughout the entire kitchen? I think I'm just going to leave it like that for now. That just gives like a little bit of interest though. It gave a little pop of something into here. Just because, you know, it is just trying to get it all put together and everything. And then I'm going to go in and I want to pick out a light fixture to go right above the island, and or maybe I'll just do some pot lights, or I could do a mixture actually. Now that I think about it, we could do like a mixture of like the pot lights. These are from, oh, I don't know where these are from. I want to say Town Life Stuff, the expansion pack. If you don't have these, I will link in the description some custom content ones that you guys can download. Let me put move objects on real quick. And I just like to use these and just have them face different directions, and they really do light up everything really well. I'm gonna put the grid on just so you guys can see. So I'm just spacing them like a little bit apart. Not too big of a deal. And I actually might have to re-rotate this one because it's looking a little off. Maybe like that. And then, so we're looking up like this. Maybe one right here facing the stove, and then another one facing this way, facing there, and then just put some right there. Okay, so we can do that, and then right above here, above the island, we could do like a drop down pendant or something maybe like, this one's kind of cool, but I want something with like a little bit more interest. That's a little too modern or industrial. Doesn't really go. Let's see, what do we got? Maybe like a chandelier would look cool. I think this is too big though. It's too fancy. And we could do a small one. Oh, that's cute. I kind of like that. Out of everything that I have. Cool. For the little spotlight thingies, I don't change the colors up on that. I usually just leave it like a silver. And then for this, I think maybe like a soft gold would be really cool. Do they have anything in the presets? Oh, they kind of do. That's a soft gold. Maybe softer. Darken it. Oh, I need a little bit more gold. So this is the hex code I used, and I just used the pattern I already had. We'll just stick with that for now. And yeah, I think that brings like a lot of light into the kitchen. I think it looks really nice. So I think we're going to move into the dining area next. I think that's what we might do. Figure out dining tables and all that good stuff, add a rug, some more lights, of course. I think we're going to do that. And hopefully you guys are okay. I haven't really talked to you guys about this, but with these parts in the series, they are going to be a little bit longer than like a regular LP parts. These are probably going to end up being usually around 40 minutes. So hopefully you guys are okay with that. Let me know down below as well if that's okay. If you want them shorter or longer, just let me know and I will try to do that. So for tables, we have this one. This is from the Pets expansion pack, just like the counters. It kind of matches the style of it. I feel like it might be a little bit too rustic though, so I'm not really going for it. We have this one, it's okay. And we also have maybe this one. This one's cool because it brings in more circular shapes rather than the squares that we have going on right now. That's a little bit interesting. And I'm not going to use custom content ones, and I'll try not to use store ones. I mean, we could do this one. I just feel like it doesn't really flow. I kind of like this circular one, to be quite honest. I think we're going to go with that. And then let's figure out chairs real quick. Dining chairs. I don't want something that's too fancy, and I don't want anything that's too modern, of course. Like this is just very, very modern. It just does not go with the style of the table. So I want something that's just like a little bit more of a classic chair. So either something like this isn't too bad. I mean, these aren't bad either. These ones are like one of my favorites from Seasons. Really love those ones. And what else would I use for this? Maybe this one. Not my first choice, but you know, you could use it. I think I'm gonna go with this one though. These I kind of use a little too much. They're one of my favorites though. They're very simple and they just kind of work for everything. And I'm actually going to need to move objects off so I can make sure to place the table in an area that will still work for the Sims to be able to sit down and eat. So let me move this. Add that. Okay. Nope. Did I not turn it off? Oh, no, we didn't. Okay, there we go. Now it's off. So like we can't put it right here. It's in front of the door too much. So if we wanted to do something, it'd have to be right here, which isn't too bad of a space. Or we can flip it horizontal. Put it like closer to here. Personally, since the kitchen to me seems very horizontal right now, I think I want to make this vertical. So I really like this. And that's what it looks like with the grid up. And personally, seeing this space right here, I think that Sims will still be able to get in, to be quite honest. So I put move objects back on. I'm going to grab the table and hold down Alt, and I'm just going to move it, put the grid back on. I'm just going to move it slightly this way. So it's not so close to the kitchen area, but I feel like that's still like a good portion. So I'm gonna turn the grid off and just keep it like that. I think that looks really good personally. So I think we're going to go in and actually let's choose like a light. I always like putting lights right above my dining tables. I just feel like, you know, most houses are like that anyways. Like most places are like that. And this is very like classic over a kitchen table lamp, like, or like light. That's what that reminds me of. I also like to go in and put chandeliers, but since we already have a chandelier like that, I don't want to use it again. This is one of my favorite lights, this little drum light. I love it. And I don't know, I might use it actually. This is another one of my favorite lights, but this is just, doesn't give enough interest above the dining table. We need something that gives a little bit more of like a pop. This chandelier is something I really love to use too. I think it's cute, but I don't want to use it above this either. I don't want anything too modern. This one's really cool from Pets. Has a little bit of like that in, like kind of industrial feel, but then kind of rustic. I don't know how to really describe it. That one's not too bad. So far I'm kind of liking this though. This big drum pendant. I think this looks really nice. So I'm going to go above and put that there. Hopefully it's centered enough. There we go. Ooh, I'm liking it, guys. Look at our house is coming together. It's getting there. It's getting there. It's still a huge work in progress. Next, we're going to go in and pick out a rug. And I feel like this rug is going to kind of determine what color style we go with, or like what theme of colors that we go with. I just don't know yet color-wise, like what I want to do. So that's why I'm like a little torn. I don't know how big. This one, I don't know. That one seems too big, but then the other one seems too small. Oh, that looks so crappy. That's a crappy rug. Okay, I guess we're going to go with the big one. The bigger the better. It's all good. I kind of wanted to check out this style of rugs first, maybe. I don't know, maybe we'll check out these ones. These are custom content. I'm sorry, guys. I just do not like the rugs that came with expansion packs and the game and whatnot. So these will be linked down below in the description bar so you guys can check them out. But they're like my favorite rugs to use. I use them all the time. It's kind of a problem that I have, but they're really cute. And if you could only download one thing of custom content, these would be the ones I would recommend for sure. We have to wait for fabrics to load though, for the fabric to show up. There we go. That's too modern. That's too modern. That's not bad, but I feel like it's not really going with like the theme that we kind of have going on. This one's really nice. This is one of my favorites. I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it's great either. We have this green one. It's not really going or flowing. Let's see. We have this one. That one's really nice. Ooh, I kind of actually love this one though. It totally doesn't go. Okay, hop into create a style and let's see what they got. This red actually isn't that bad, but like I said, not really going with our style. This one's kind of cute. It's very bold, but it has a lot of really, really pretty colors in it. And I've kind of been wanting to do something with like a navy blue. That one's too vibrant. It reminds me more of like a teen room kind of rug or something. Nah. Oh, this one's pretty. That one's cute. Too bold. Ooh, I kind of like that actually. Like I said, like that navy blue, I've been wanting to do something like with decorating with it. Navy blue is like really in right now for some reason. So I'm kind of, oh, that one's cute. Oh, I kind of like this one better than the other one. Okay, so that's an option. I'm just moving these to the side and let's check out this one. The other one, this set right here is like all black rugs. So I don't think I'll find anything I like in there. These ones are a little bit more modern, but they have, oh, that's cute. It has like the navy blue in it, like I've been wanting to. So it has a lot of the neutrals. Huh, that one's too bold. I mean, that one's nice too with the brown, but I want something that brings in some color so we can kind of base our color palette off of that. Give it like, that's like the point of interest in the room. And that was too modern. Okay, I think I'm going to go with this one. I really like it. I mean, it's a close second with this one. I don't know. Comment down below, let me know. I'm giving you guys a whole bunch of tasks to do from this video, but which rug do you guys like better? The striped one or the swirly design one? I don't really know, to be quite honest. Oh, I'm torn. I'm just gonna let those sit right there for now. I'm just gonna let that marinate. Over in this corner, this is like a lot of like empty dead space right here. To help make the space seem bigger, I think I'm going to add in a really cute mirror. I was kind of thinking of this one from Ambitions, this gold one, to bring in the gold from here. I think this looks really cute. And this is one of my favorite mirrors to use. It's so adorable. Oh, see, and it makes the space just look bigger because of the reflection. And it's right next to the window, so it bounces off a lot of light, and it just makes the area just seem so much brighter. So I really like that. I want to go in and add a plant in this corner. That's usually what I like to put in my corners, is just like throw a plant in there. I'm like, okay, good luck, buddy. So I'll try not to use custom content. It's so hard. It really is. This is one of my favorites to use, but it's not tall enough for this area. I want like a little bit taller. We could do something like this. Nah, too big. We could do this. Okay. We'll go with this one. That one works. And then we need like something more. Unless we put like this over here. Or maybe keep that there, and then we could put like a floor lamp over here. We could do like, oh, that looks kind of weird though. Does it? Okay. Get rid of the tall plant. Let me mess around with this for a second. That matches the hanging pendant, and I don't want it to be too matchy-matchy, so I want to go with a different standing lamp. Maybe this one from University Life? Yeah, I think so. And we're going to use this one from a University Life, put it in this corner, and I think in the other corner, we'll put a different plant. And then we might use that shorter plant that I was like, oh, no, that's too short. This one. I think we might use this one to give, if it was like all the same height as this, it just would look very weird. So when you give like differentiating heights, if I could speak, it just kind of gives more interest, and that it flows better with the eye. Not that I like know what I'm talking about, but I just like kind of like to sound like I know. And then on the table, we could put like some flowers or something. I like having a lot of like plants in my houses, in my Sims houses. I don't know, it just gives like a little something. It makes it come to life a bit. It just makes everything seem more alive. I think I might just do this little flower from base game. Yeah, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. And then in the Christmas time or like the holiday season time, I always like to go in and add like greenery and stuff to my Sims tables and whatnot. Like I like to decorate for Christmas or for Snowflake Day, I guess, because I'm weird like that, you know? Okay, cool. So let's recolor these real quick. And then I think I will end this episode. So for this, if you guys remember, you know, like that wood kind of color that we did for the butcher's block originally on the countertops. I kind of want to use that for the dinner, or the dinner table, the dining table. So I think I might use a smaller grain like this, a smaller grained wood. So this one that's at the very bottom of the wood section. And I want it vertical, not horizontal, because it looks weird. I want to go with the lines of the table. And I think I want to make it like that color of the butcher's block. So I'm going to try to replicate that. Maybe a little bit more yellow. Nope. Nope. A little bit more orange. Darken it. I need like more warmth in it. like that. Oh, I don't know. Okay, I think I like that. So the hex code I used was this one. Wait, no, that's not. I'm a liar. This is the hex code I used. This is for like the entire thing. And then I'm just going to bring this and just put it down for the bottom. So the entire table is that exact pattern and everything. I don't know. I don't want there to be too much wood in the room, so maybe we'll paint them. Actually, that'd be kind of cool. Now that I think about it, we could paint the chairs. And we could actually do them like a gray. I think that would actually look really cool. So I'm going to go into the hex code and type FFFF, just a bunch of Fs. Make it a pure white and then just bring it down to the gray area. We still need to pick out the color of the walls, which I don't think I'm going to do in this part. I will be changing the color of the walls, but I want to hear first on these rugs and then I will go from there. But for these, I think I'm going to do that. So the hex code I just used this paint right here and I used this hex code. And then for the actual seat or the seating area, this might possibly change, so just be prepared for that. I kind of want to I usually like doing a stripe on it because it just looks really nice with stripes. But I think when we have some other fabrics that we could use, that would look really cool. But I don't want it too bold. So we could do something like this, or, we could do something like, maybe bigger. No, I don't like that. I take it back. Okay. I think I'm going to use this red pattern and maybe make it, I don't know. No, let's make it more like towards like the white. But yeah, these they'll probably most likely change, to be quite honest. Just because I just don't know what I want to do yet with the rugs. Once we know the rugs, then we can go from there. So I use that little red floral pattern and I just use this hex code, just so you know. And then I will just use this for all the chairs. For now, like I said, this could possibly change, but I really, really, really want to hear you guys' opinion on the rugs. So I might have to end this episode just because I don't know, I feel like I can't go farther until I know what you guys think. So that's what we got going on so far. A lot of gray, I know. We will be changing that up, I promise, and we'll be fixing up some things. Let's get like our color scheme fully figured out, and I think once we figure out these rugs, I think we can go from there. So like I said, we have this swirly design, or we have these like striped ones. Tell me down below which one you guys think, and also if you guys have any ideas of like color palette patterns or the color palettes that you want me to use, or if you find a color palette, because I know color palettes are like all over Tumblr and stuff like that. If you guys find a color palette that you guys really like, link me to it. I would love to see what you guys think would work really well with this house. But yeah, so let me just know down below. Also, let me know down below on this pattern, on this like little backsplash. I really like it. I think it's really cool, personally. If you think it should be a different color or something like that, just let me know. I just feel like a little tiny bit lost on the house. I just don't fully know what I want to do yet. So I'm trying to figure that out, but yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and just, yeah, let me know down below. I love to hear from you guys and hear you guys' opinions, but thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my very next video. Bye, guys.